Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Road to 56 mod here today on the channel. We're back with episode 5 of my French Empire campaign, playing as Napoleon Bonaparte the 6th. In today's episode, we're still continuing our war on the Eastern Front against the Japanese and Ruski alliance. We're currently a monarchy, but we are in the Allied forces with a democratic Germany, a democratic Italy, the Silver Legion in America, and a democratic Britain as well. We do seem to get kicked out of the Allies quite a bit for some reason. We've also hit a bit of a stumbling block as we can't seem to get any more manpower. We're only running with the Road to 56 mod, no other sub mods. In hindsight, some people don't like me using player-led peace conferences and core territory stuff, but it probably would be useful to have in this series now that the war has ballooned to 1943 now. We're out of manpower, and because of we've actually been kicked out of the Allies just then. Annoying. Great. We might need to switch to democracy if we are to allow more units and manpower to get drawn from, because I can't seem to see in here this massive tech tree, but I think it's just because we've had so many wars. We've just ran out of manpower. We haven't cored the states that we control, the entirety of Sicily, Oregon and Washington, believe it or not. Yes, we own two states, that is, on the contiguous United States, would you believe? And we essentially just need more manpower because we're pushing on the Eastern Front with our units that are just getting shredded now. Because we've got no manpower, we're out. But we have been fighting so many wars, so... Do we allow to go democratic? And also, it might allow us to be permanently kept in the Allies, because we keep on continually getting kicked out, which is so annoying. Yeah, I guess we bring back democracy. Because we just can't even seem to hold. Like, even when we were at the height of the French Empire, with the US and leading the faction, like, nations were leaving us. And also, we haven't been able to hold onto our puppets, like Italy, because they had a different ideology than us and they drifted away. We're currently just trying to create a spearhead to Muscovy, but doesn't seem to be overly working. Yeah, see, then we're just getting constantly kicked out, which is strange. Pretty close at the moment, just turning into an absolutely grinding front as the years go on. The Empire of Brazil has taken control of essentially the island peninsula of Crimea, and they operate out of Krasnodar now, the Brazilians. Who would have thought? As they push into the Caucasus territory. Commit a tank designer. The thing is, we actually managed to smuggle some German scientists out, hilariously. In this alternative timeline, the UK got the German scientists that are famed in the rocket program. We got the tank designers. And we've been using Leopard battle tanks designed by the Germans. We're just going to get surrounded here if we're not careful. I was just like, far out. We'll just try and spearhead it through here. See how we go. Maybe taking this airfield might do it, but this is... Oh, we're lagging a bit here. I reckon the United Allied Front... We're going to win this war, but it's going to be tough. It's ballooned to nearly 13 million losses. The Allies have actually managed to reclaim Finland, which is good, as the Japanese held there quite a bit. Counter-offensive there is doing alright. Karelia is under their control. St. Petersburg is still firmly in theirs, but getting a little good push here, but it's just still so grindy and tedious now. It's because we're essentially attacking the USSR in 1942, and they are stabilized. Their coalition with the Japanese. So it's going to be hard to push against the Ruski Dominion. Haven't really needed to use the Navy we have under our control. Believe it or not, we've got the US Navy and Italian Navy pretty much under our control. We control the Black Sea and the Baltic trade, so there's not really that much of a use putting them eastward. Hopefully, now they have Japanese support, they don't like hold on longer. If we have to go all the way to Vladivostok and take it, that would be annoying for them to capitulate. We're doing a better push here now, though, but it is costing us dearly for every little incremental piece of territory here. Constantly redrawing front lines. So we ended up joining the French anyway. Sorry, we ended up joining the Allies and the UK anyway. Even going down this monarchy route. Can be a little bit difficult playing as the French. Particularly if the Germans focus on you early, but we were able to bypass that, which basically allowed us to last a little bit longer to this stage in the late game. France has not capitulated in this series, thankfully. Alright, 2nd of January 1943. We have a winter offensive now. Things are looking a bit better. Now with Finland under Allied control, we seem to be pushing more successfully in the region you would traditionally consider to be Belarus, which is strange. The thick forest is usually quite hard to push through, rather than the nice flat fields of Ukraine. Looks like the Brazilians and the Brits are doing well in the Caucasus. And their capital is still holding down in the south there. We did have Kherson for a little bit, but then it fell. Gotta give it to the Ruskies. Holding tremendously well with their manpower. Yeah, at the moment we can't even properly supply our divisions. So we're just absolutely throwing bodies at it. We are going to win, but it's going to be a huge... Wait, what? The Japanese shogunate has formed the Asian Defense League. And have united China on top of it. Oh wow, look at this. Allied forces have landed in Japan. Oh wow. Hiroshima. Naval invasion has occurred. Oh, and they've instantly wiped them as well. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, good. Oh, now they've got China involved. Oh no. They've united two of the most manpower rich nations. You've gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we still can't do service by requirement. Oh, that's so annoying. It's just making this go so much longer than what it could be, yeah. To be fair, we've lost so many units. we first of all, you forget how many wars we've had in this series. First of all, we had the French Civil War, which carved half our army and depleted us. Then we were kind of rushed into the war where Italy, Austria and Hungary ganged up against the Germans. We lost 1 million there. Then we had to go to war with the Germans. So we lost another 1 million there. Then I think we lost another 1 million helping out the US. So we burnt 3 million. And now we've got this where we burnt the last of the 500k. And we haven't caught anything properly. Or we just run out. We caught what we could, but nowhere near as much as using an actual core mod. Oh, Moscow's fallen to French forces. Nice. And we've been kicked out of the Allies again. This is crazy. Well, at least their capital's now fallen. And how are we doing down in the south? Oh, yeah, yep. Kiev has fallen as well. Nice. 2 allied forces. Brits roll on in. And if we can somehow get the Finns to take St. Petersburg, that would be brilliant. Just want to redraw this again, make things look a little bit nicer. But look how large the Republic of Poland is. Tanks rolling over Poland once again. I wonder what's going to happen to Karelia here. The fall of Tokyo. Wait, what? Oh, God. The US are like navally invading from there. Strange. I haven't seen Japan go shogunate in quite some time. Yokohama has fallen as well. Taking the surrounding provinces. Do we send my navy over there to help? We've got some units that have been hanging out in North Africa for quite a bit. You always want to keep an eye on your African territory if you're playing as the UK or the French. You really don't want to lose it. But now it's just been chilling there for so long. It might have been better to send them up. Alright, we've got Polish, British, and French forces now holding. Oh my god, look at this. This is nearly gone to 20 million. This is insane. Somehow Mongolia joined the Allies. You know, Genghis Khan and the boys. Sympathetic to democracy? I don't know. The Mongolians didn't like the Chinese, so maybe that's it. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure Beijing got, like, sacked 13 times. Under Genghis Khan. Bro went back there every year. Alright. The Empire of Brazil is still expanding. Don't know why they're involved in this. I'm curious to see how this peace conference ends. I'm still surprised the Tsar didn't come back, because usually when similar events like this happened, quite often the Ruskies either bring back the Romanovs or they go down a monarchy path. Alright, August 1943. We are winning this war, but this is an absolute grind. This is a slugfest. Look at this. Pushing on the Eastern Front with no manpower. Hell yeah, brother. 9 million allies have lost. Oh my god. It's probably not too bad because we are attacking them, I guess. They are defending. Oh, they're still holding Tokyo, the US, but they've been thrown back as the Japanese shogunate forces retake the city of Yokohama. Oh yeah, I forgot about French Indochina. We've still got some units there. Karelia looks like it's about to fall as Finnish forces flood through the Baltic Union. We've lost 1.3 million now. And we're starting to gain some more ground and momentum as we go into 1943. Looks like the Allies will win in this timeline. But with France being a monarchy. Oh, and we're about to surround them here. If we can head down to Kharkiv, as Sumy has been retaken. Oh no. Yep, the Brazilians own Kharkiv. Okay. Hey, the Ruski Dominion has capitulated. And there's some small pockets up near Karelia. Now, I'm assuming it's the Japanese forces. Alright, we're sending some units to French Indochina, and we might need to help out the US, because they're going to continually navally invading. You would imagine. So Finland controls St. Petersburg. Poland regionally governs Moscow, and Brazil is under the control of the port of Crimea. Oh, nice. Great. What a coup for them. Occupying the summer port of Sevastopol. Okay. Alright. Rallying up here in French Indochina. Still occupying what will be the countries of Vietnam and Laos. And we're going to make essentially a supporting naval attack. Alright, the US have taken Aomori. They've actually taken all of Hokkaido, which is interesting. Sapporo, Hakodate. Interesting. And they are starting to take it back, though. So, if not, we can naval invade from there. We've got the US Navy control. Actually, to be fair, how the hell are they doing so well navally invading, seeing we have the majority of their navy? That's just impressive. That's right, USS Turner, under the control of Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay. We'll move on over to help on out. Hopefully we don't have to capitulate China after all this. That would be annoying. We could deal with some more oil from the US. Barreled fresh from the great US of A. It looks like the Yanks have moved into Aomori Prefecture. Went there last year. Beautiful part of Japan. You can actually go check out my vlogs that I did there on Simpsy Travel. But, yep. The US forces have landed in Aomori. Aomori? What is that, Italy somewhere? Oh, dude, they're doing really quite well. Look at this, Sendai's fallen. At this rate, we're going to be able to take all of Honshu. Oh my god. Oh, we actually control a little bit of there. Here we go. So, only a matter of time before battle-hardened French Legion forces will land. But it looks like the French Indochina ones are going to land soon. Wait, what? Why does the US have British Columbia? They, like, ceded them to Canada? That's so strange. Look at that. That's kind of cool, actually. Oh, the Brits have landed in Nagasaki. Yes. Alright. Kyushu is the island? Yeah. Okay. Come on. We want the Japanese to capitulate. Yeah, very rarely do I see the Japanese go shogunate. That's very lucky that they did that. Because essentially, if they go they essentially go pacifist, right? They basically focus inwards and outwards, and you don't get all the imperial Japanese conquest and yip hip hooray bonsai, and China just chills. They actually joined together. Interesting in this timeline. Alright, let's try and push on through Nagoya, Osaka. It might even be better just to move some of the units to Kyushu. Alright, we got French. We've got Americans fighting together. What was that? Okay, now we're good. The US obviously quite happy with us, as we allowed Douglas MacArthur to usurp FDR. Oh, why are the Germans going communist? Oh, come off it. The USSR is kaput. They've fallen. Oh, so now we can gain more citizenry. We just have to go down that. Eventually found it. Just took ages. The war's nearly over. Going into 1940. There we go. The Japanese. it's. I don't know why I laughed so much there. Japan's been split in two between East and West Japan. That's always a question I see on the internet. Oh wait, the People's State of Germany leaves. It's like, obviously there was East and West Germany. Like, why wasn't there an East and West Japan? Because the US said no. Yeah, we're not doing that. Pretty much. We're going to allow Japan to be a free and independent country. How many bases are we going to put there? Oh, probably over 30. How are we going to stop us, Mr. Soviet? With your ships? But when they got the land army there, it's kind of hard to say no. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like the Brits own that. West Japan. And the US dictatorship owns the East. We got British forces landing in Nanking. Okay. Nothing bad could happen with that happening. The British back in China. What's that you've got on your ships? Is it tea? Yes. Shanghai has fallen as well. Alright, let's move our forces there and finish off the Republic of China. They actually weren't able to form like a united China though either, even though they kind of threw actually. If they don't have Japanese pressure under them, they should have been able to unite all of China under one banner. Oh my god, it's nearly 10 million. That's crazy. Nearly 20 million. January 1944. We haven't even been able to flip back to democratic. We still seem to be in the Allies. Wow. It's been a while since I've seen Japan and the Ruskies team up. They actually did alright. It's taken a united Europe under Allied control to do it. Georgia capitulated. I thought how were they even back? Alright, a little bit of a detour now. Having to go into China. As for some reason they joined the losing war. What? Why is the Japanese Navy operating in the Black Sea? Oh, I guess that's... Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, yeah, because I forgot Japan was actually, like, administrating Romania, weren't they? And Hungary. That was their presence in Europe. So maybe they just, like... Yeah, maybe the Navy's been there this whole time. That's why the US was able to go in. Yeah, the Japanese warship was like blocked in the Black Sea by the Turks. They said no to the Japanese warship. What's this? Argentina's done their own faction? Wow. Alright, most of the allies now occupy east and the coastal region in China. And it's nearly gotten to the point. Do we just stay? The Republic must endure fascism, authoritarian-based stability. We basically have, it's by the time we've taken to flip, it's nearly not been worth it in the end anyway. I just thought there might be a way to get more additional manpower. We did. Look at that, another 200k there. Going down that path. Kicked out of the Allies again. Brilliant. Could have been better. Could have min-max stuff here and there, but not too bad for a run, I think. I think it's also just RNG. There's so much RNG. Like... Especially when you go non-historical focuses, like... You kind of... Let it so anything can happen. And sometimes, like, major factions can just quite simply throw. But, overall, I think we've done well. Could have been... much, much worse. Yeah, you know. Surrendering to the Germans. But once this war wraps up, I don't think there's any other major factions sort of left. The French Navy's just having a go at the Japanese Navy here in the Black Sea for some reason. We're just absolutely trashing them as well. Wow. Crazy. We just need to make sure once this war ends that we're in the Allies. Oh, well, they capitulated anyway. Well, let's divide things up, I suppose. So we've got to do the Ruskies, the Chinese, and the Japanese. Alright, this is going to take a bit. Bear with me. So we want to try and take as many states as we can. If we could somehow puppet a chunk of Russia, that'd be good. And bring back the Tsar. Because even though we're trying to go democratic, I just think we stay Bonapartist. Why are the Germans getting involved here? I would say they should not be allowed. Brazil's going to have a bit of a claim for some reason. Union of 5 races. Interesting. Japan is probably going to be puppeted. The US are going to just take Korea, just all of it. They can't get Nam, so that's the next best thing. Oh yeah, because they owned Hungary. So Czechoslovakia is going to move into... Or the Czech-Slovak state is going to move there. If we could take Crimea, that'd be kind of huge, actually. And maybe some of the surrounding territory there. Bordigor off the wazoo. This is going to be absolutely crazy. Faction hopped 3 times from the Axis to the French Empire to the Allies. Yay, the Allies win. What a crockpot, a hodgepodge of alliances. Silver Legion of America, a Democratic Britain, a Communist Germany, and a monarchy in France banding together to bring down the Japanese and the Russians. Oh god. Who would have thought? We could all put aside our differences to deal with them. Oh. This is insane. Look at this gore, man. I guess we just take... We've just been stealing navies in this campaign. Oh my god. Alright. Let's calculate this and see what everyone owns. Oh my god. Right, so... Wow. Can I rejoin the Allies now after all that? No, you gotta be kidding me. Well, maybe I just form my own fact. Oh no, they want me to join now. Alright, there we go. We're back in the Allies. I was gonna say, oh, maybe at the end of that we just want to form our own faction. Not interested. Still could go to Democratic to permanently get us in. Maybe now that the war's gone, it should be okay. So hang on, let me just go. Yeah, there we go. So this is what the Allies is now. Germany has expanded. The French-Russian state. China's still independent. Seems like Japan is as well. But, under Napoleon the 6th, this is what we currently own. The US state of Oregon. And Washington. Sicily, North Africa. Puppets. And... yeah. So French, Russia, interesting. So they own Crimea. What? So Germany has Karelia? Kazakhstan's back. We've got like a Cossack federation. Brazil owns the Caucasus after all that. Czechoslovakia is under control of the Ukrainian state. Okay. And, wait, no, Brazil has, like, Karelia. The Mongolia People's Republic. The US just took eastern Siberia. China's democratic, along with Japan. And all of Korea is currently under the control of the US military dictatorship. But hey, the Allies won. Oh, wow. What a playthrough. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I think we're going to wrap things up here as one faction dominates the globe. I think it's time for something new. Let me know in the comments. Other submods I should run with Road to 56. I think I probably could have done with a player-led peace conference or potentially a Chord State mod. What do you guys reckon in the comments? Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Stay tuned for more content on the channel. My name is Ben Simpsy, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.